Joel Schumacher, who I'd already known, and he was a big fan of my work, rang me up asking me if I would be. I was living in New York at the time, and asked me if I would like to take a go at his new movie called Lost Boys that he was directing. And I said, well, when can I take a look at it? He said, well, we're filming. We're in Santa Cruz right now filming. He told me the premise of the film. And I said, well, what if I send you a script? Maybe you get a vibe, get an idea of what it is. And I said, sure, send it along. And I'd never, the films in the past, all these films, I'd always got to watch the film to get a vibe from it, or a clip or whatever.
Right.
And so I got the script and I read it one night. And I was just so taken by it. I thought it was just so like that horror and humor meeting in the middle.
Hmm.
It was very cool. And I got up the next day. I started writing, I got inspired, started writing the song. And little by little, I went up to my studio and just all these kind of, my friend Mike Maneri, who was we had these three little studio rooms, and I heard this beat going on. I said, what the blazes is that? And I went in and he said, oh, I'm just working on something. And I said, can I take that and bring it in? I want to, and and I just started working on, the melody and the chord thing and finally got the chorus. And then it was kind of written in and I started working on the lyrics, I think, took about 3 hours in total. And then
Wow.
we brought in some kids to sing the backing vocal parts. And yeah, the demo was quite good. And then I sent it off to Joel and he called me 3 days later and I remember his voice was coming over my answer machine and I was still in bed. And so I got up and he said, Joel, Joel, pick up. And I could hear Cry Little Sister in the background, you know? And I said, what's up? And he said, been playing this song on set, mate. It's unbelievable. Everybody's going, what is that? And he said, well, it's the theme to this movie. And so it was just a shock to me because I didn't see I don't think I would have written that song if I would have seen the film.